Welcome back, everyone. Looney Farm Guy here with the Giants Not on Holiday Let's Play special number 16. Giant orange marshmallows. Yes, well, these are the three, if you remember from last episode, these are the three wrapped bales that we made in the previous episode. Now, if we take a look, well, a couple of things going on here. We bought a bale fork from the CSZ pack, which is a great pack. It has just a ton of stuff in it. And let's turn all our windows on here. Now, the interesting thing about this fork, not only does it hold 3 bales, and it's like, oh, well, how do you get them off? Well, it's an auto-load bale fork, of which I completely forgot about. So let's unload them here by pressing the triangle, and there it is. So extremely handy for people who are, shall we say, bale challenged. Now, it's still just alfalfa. It's not turning into silage, which is good. Well, at least good for this, shall we say, experiment, because we are trying to figure out how alfalfa works on this map. And so to load these bales, L1 and square, and bam, they are loaded. And as Mr. Sealy P would say, they are now ethereal, which means they're there, but they're not really there. Kind of like in another dimension. So it will make it easy to load. This is not an auto load bale trailer, at least it's not in the configuration of which it auto load is active, but that is quite fine. We will dump those off there like so. And we have to get this. I had to bring the toolkit out to the field to make a few adjustments on the configuration for that bale fork to make it work as it should. There we go, strapped down. Now, as you can see, something off in the distance there. Let's get that help window off. So, what is going on here? Here we go. I finally found a use for the Alice Chalmers. It is to pull this mulcher, and the reason I decided to mulch is because of this. This is where we have harvested, and after we have harvested, nothing shows growing on our alfalfa field. And I said, well, what's going to make that come to life? And that is to mulch it. And here we are, mulching away. Now, this is a very odd bit of circumstance here, whereas the Alice Chalmers tractor is limited to 19 miles per hour top speed, and our mulcher is actually being limited by the speed of the tractor and not vice versa. Where is our mulchers? There we go. Because the mulcher is actually rated for 21 miles per hour, so it is actually going slower because of the tractor we are using, which is literally backwards from how I usually run things. But anyways, I have found a use, and it seems to be behaving itself quite well, as you can see here. It's missing a little bits here, just for the fact that when it ends, it stops because of the three barrel design, or the 3 rotor design. It's missing that little tiny bit, but I'm not going to be too worried about that. It's doing its job, and then we can send him off over to our other field that was harvested to mulch it, and we'll get an extra couple percent yield for him just to do that, which is nice. I'm glad I could make use of that little fella. Let's go back into here. Let's get these are not liftable bales, so I'm going to have to move them around myself. Now, if you also recall, I did collect all the alfalfa the other way, picking it up loosely, and we have it in global pallets there on the farm. I got quite a few. I think nearly 600,000 liters of alfalfa off that field, so that is quite a lot of alfalfa. And so I have not yet decided on how, when, or where to place our animal pens. I might have to think about buying another piece of property somewhere to set that up. I don't think we have near enough room here, really. And yeah, or even expand the yard and sacrifice some of the field here and turn it into farmyard. I think that's actually probably a little bit better scenario, because we do have a bit of an odd-shaped farmyard here, taking up fields. Well, field taking up farmyard, farmyard taking up the field. And if we take a no, let's go up here. So we could very easily. Oh, I'm like, stop that. Very easily square this off and maybe put some cattle, or even just extend it out and have it a bigger chunk. And I think for now that's a more viable option, because there are no other so field 20. Oh, there's field 20. That's 21,000. What is that? I did not notice, or if I noticed that, I didn't notice it. I noticed it, but didn't notice it. Let's go take a look at this this piece of land over here. This is quite interesting. An L-shaped grass field here. Now that's very interesting indeed. And only $21,000. Can't really, there isn't really any other. There is this one up here, 24, but that's way too far away. This, 23, that's another farmyard. And a small, no, 22, that's a very tiny farmyard there. Nothing over here in these corners. This is quite an interesting. We have enough money to buy that. Let's just buy that right now. Here we are. This quite very well could house. Let's see here. I don't have. Yeah, I would have to go look for some other designs, but even the largest. Yeah, this is not. Well, not enough money. Yes, that is a problem. Yeah. Well, it was cheap enough. I'm sure we could do something with it. And perhaps, not sure yet. How much is this this plot of land here as well? 448,000. Well, can always sell this if we don't want to do anything with it. However, there is still always the option of expanding out there. We'll see. We'll see how it all runs down, and how long my how long I can keep talking. We might have to. Well, we got to decide what we're going to plant. I think I said I was going to plant barley next. Excuse me. So barley's. Barley it is, to be planted in the harvested spot there, and the alfalfa now is well on its way to regrowing. So we're going to end up with a very large amount of alfalfa, I'm sure, and I did procure a few other balers, and in particular these ones, because I do believe, yes, we can. We have the technology to make it Kubota orange now, which is actually not a whole lot off of the case color, to be quite honest. Really, it isn't Kubota. Really, it's labeled as Kubota, but the case colors are actually very, very close. And but the nice thing is we can really go and make it all Kubota orange from head to toe. Unfortunately, it still has the case. Well, can't really do two model. We can change the model. Oh, that's the width of your intake. We don't want to make it too big because it just won't be able to handle the bale, the amount of brand case vent. Oh, that's just for the oh, Kubota. We do have Kubota as a label for the rake, so that's cool. Now, we don't have enough money to do this right now, but it's going to be a little bit before we get to baling the alfalfa again. I did buy another. I didn't say buy. I did download another baler. Pardon me for looking through menus at this moment. I thought I did another. Picked up another. Oh no, that's a Vermeer. No, I guess not. I thought I did. Where is it? That's liftable bales. Liftable bales. Now liftable bales are handy, but IBC and then the pack of balers with windrower. Yeah, I guess I didn't. Anyways, let's. What am I doing now? Oh yes, we're gonna set up cedars. Yeah, well, actually, we'll just have to wait until Mr. This fellow here is done. I guess we could. You know what we could do, since he's taking such a long time. Let's. We got a little bit of extra cash. Let's go ahead and just. Where's the mulchers? There we go. You know what? It's not that expensive. We'll buy another mulcher. We'll go ahead and fancy this one up with a little bit of cheatiness. Where is it? Miscellaneous. We'll get it set up with the trailer attacher support, and then we can get get this little fella here. Let's go and grab that and get him started mulching on the where we're going to plant our barley. And the reason I like the trailer attacher support ahead of all the other drawbars, they all do work. I can pick this one up by hand, which makes it extremely handy, pun intended. There we go. And yes, truly handy when you can pick stuff up by hand. Of course, I'm on console, of course, as many of you know, but maybe you don't. PS5 is what I run for everything. I do not have this game on PC or Mac at all, even I don't have it. I just straight up don't have it on. This is a PS. I had it on PS4 before, and when I got a PS5, that's what I run. So everything I do here is also available, and you'd be able to do it on PC or Mac. But it is definitely, everything I do here is absolutely capable of doing it on any console. So I thought I'd mention that. Right, so we're going to just give this a quick zip here and see if we can not destroy other crop. There we go. We'll set it up for... now, the problem with mulching on a field that you've dropped straw or something is that it is nearly, if not absolutely impossible to tell where you have mulched or not, because of the color the color that it mulches to and the color that you get when you drop straw on a freshly harvested field, as you can see here, the grain fields anyway. So the only way you can tell is by going up into your let's see here, there we go. And where is our mulched? Well, it's probably mulched. There we go. And to basically, oh dear, that is something I've never seen before. It has flipped that mulcher up over top of it. Oh, and it's back. Oh my, it can go all the way around. That is something I've never seen before. I didn't know it could do that. So we're gonna have to get him set up so he doesn't get all caught up on the ditches here. That's the only thing about this map I don't like, is there are a few ditches around. There's not ditches around it isn't encompassing absolutely every field, but there are quite a few. And I understand that in the real world you do need ditches for water drainage. That is a real thing, and so that is as a matter of fact, I do believe when it rains here the ditches fill up with water, which is kind of cool. I am really liking this map. It is very similar to, in many ways, to Fox Farm, with a little bit more of a character and you know, differences in the field size and so forth. And the store arrangement is really nicely close to the main farm over here. And yeah, this map has alfalfa, so I'm going to stop talking now and let this fella continue mulching. And once Mr. Ellis Chalmers, I can't speak. Oh, he's been in a bit of a bother because of the what I have left in the field here. So let's go and move that out of the way and let Mr. Worker carry on with his job. There we go. I'm actually so glad I found something for him to do, because I really do like it. But I do like going fast too, so it's kind of a conundrum for me. But here we go. It does handle very well. I'm actually very impressed with it. I know I don't remember being annoyed with it or anything. It's very limited without the 3-point link availability. There are very few. I mean, there's ways to circumvent that, but it's just nice when you don't have to try to do stuff to get around that. So anyways, I'm going to take this back to the farmyard, and we will basically carry on now. We're going to just plant barley in that field. You've seen me do that before, so that's nothing new. And we still have crop to sell, so we might sell that. And I think probably next time you see me, we're going to either be harvesting alfalfa again. Oh, this field here is about ready to get harvested too. I think that's going to be a big one. and figuring out where we're going to set up. We'll probably do that. You know what? We're probably once we harvest this field here, we're going to expand our farmyard and get our. I'll go and research some cow barns and sheep barn that we're going to use. Maybe even something a little bit different. I've got some ideas. But anyways, we'll see you when something interesting happens. Well, we're back. I don't know if it's something all that exciting, but I thought I'd show you our nitrogen. So we have mulched, well, at least most of the field. And we have a full tank of slurry here. So we're going to see, actually, how much slurry is required, or how much fertilization is required on this. Really? Stop. Am I already over? Why? Let's see here. This is a little bit interesting. Why is it changing so much? Help window on. Let's activate automatic and see. So it seems to be kind of all over the place. I don't think alfalfa needs all that much fertilizer. Oh, it's saying bad. No, okay, well that, hold on. Alfalfa growing, pH value is okay. Nitrogen bad. Alright, let's turn it off. And it says it. Oh. Really? Okay, let's crank it up. Let's just crank it all the way up. Because grass typically doesn't need a lot of fertilizer. Okay, now let's see what it says. Good. It needs 200, it says. For that soil type at least. Alright, so let's knock it down. Oops, application rate. Really? It's all over the place. Let's leave it right about there, I think. Things are acting a bit weird here on the farm, it would seem. So let's, I don't know if it's the map or my ineptitude at applying this stuff in a proper manner. It seems to be perhaps a little bit of both. But I thought I would show this part because it is important. Now, if I were to come over here and hit it with chemical, it would put exactly the right amount, because chemical, it can lace it on there as much as it needs. Automatic setting for chemical is very good and accurate usually. Oh, and it's like I'm putting too much on here apparently. The slurry bit, if you set it to automatic application, it never puts enough on. And then you have to go over it again. Anyway, so I'm just doing it. I don't really care, actually, if it works or not. But it's cool to find out. So this is what I'm going to be doing for the next little while. Fortunately, it's just a small strip of land. And now that we've done this, I do believe, at least we can see where I put it on there too. So that's good. Actually, now that we've done this and I've set my settings, just hire a worker. He's just going to put it on there at that rate. And what I'm going to do is, where's my... no, not him. There we go, him. Let's drop off that and grab our drop the seeds, grab our liquid container here and see if we got any slurry left in the productions here. I'm sure we do have some. Whoop. There we go. Do we? Is it not? Oh, there should be. Now, why is it not? Oh. Was this a problem I had before, that it wouldn't load from here? I can't remember now. It's been a bit of a day. Actually, it's been a bit of a few days. If some of you have followed any of my recent videos, review videos, I had a tooth removed, so brain's a little foggy. So trying to remember what's happened in the last few days is sometimes a bit of a challenge. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to buy some, because I'm sure he's going to run out and we're going to need more anyways, and I don't think we're going to have enough in our slurry production at the moment. We're going to need to fertilize that other field, but at some point I think I'm going to tire of the slurry application and resort back to the chemical fertilizer. And there's an easy way to actually do that, converting the slurry into chemicals. So we're still kind of using organic, we're just drying it down, so it's technically still organic, I guess you could say, because you're taking the slurry and just drying it into a dried. So that's my excuse for doing probably what I'm going to do after this, because this is. Oh, and he's just going all on his way, right across, isn't he? Like a doofus. A doofus from Dingoville. Let's stop that right here. You're wasting slurry, my friend. Right. Okay, so let's just do that, and he will be fine carrying on like so. Right, so there's there is quite a few more chemical, shall we say, chemical application mods out there that I would like to try. So I think after this last experiment with the slurry, we might go back to doing some chemical because I don't think it's really helping me all that much with let's see here, yield, seed rate, soil tapes. Yes. Where is our field? Yeah, see, our weed control is low, and all our other stuff. See, going organic doesn't help our environmental score. Really, it doesn't, because I'm over applicating in most cases. And if you over applicate, it's going to ding you on the environmental scores. So even if you use organic, so let's see if we can bump that organic score, or that, not organic, our environmental score, and see how good we can get it, because we'll need to do a few things. Spot spray weeds, because it is dinging me on weed control, even though I haven't done any. For some reason my environmental score is low because I haven't removed the weeds, even though we're doing organic. Literally, we're doing organic crops, no chemicals whatsoever, which is a bit disappointing to me. I would have thought there would be a bonus for not, and some kind of an organic bonus, but not. Anyways, he is out of slurry, so that is what this guy's for. And this is super handy dandy because we can just refill like this. Super handy to come around. Let's let's try not to run in, and it's actually just automatically unloading. Yes, we have the discharge pointing that way. It's actually unloading already, just automatically into the tank. Isn't that nice? Indeed it is. And there you go. So I think that's where we're going to end this episode, actually, because it's enough time me yapping, and it's going to be a while before anything else happens. We'll probably harvest that next field will come up for harvest, the field surrounding these. We'll have to go in and fertilize that field that we just planted, and then I think we're going to set something up. I'll figure something out, and we'll have some other kind of setup ready to go by our next episode. So thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.